Scenes of chaos along EU borders recently are a sign for some in Central and Eastern Europe that solutions proposed by Western European leaders are not working. There is resistance to German Chancellor Angela Merkel's calls for accepting migrant quotas. That is giving new purpose to the Visegrad mini-bloc of Central and Eastern European nations after 25 years of obscurity. Until now, the Visegrad countries, including Hungary and Poland, had been in line with the rest of Europe in terms of economic development and open borders. But the migrant crisis has changed things. Hungary's leader wants a fence to cut off Greece for failing to defend Europe's boundaries.
Tisztelt Hölgyeim és Uraim, a migrációs politikáról a magyar kormánynak az az álláspontja.
The migration policy that we have seen so far has failed, and this only created terrorism, violence, and fear. Our position tends to be that the migration flow must be under control and must be stopped.
In the eyes of some, calls by Merkel and others for all EU nations to accept migrants recall an ugly chapter in history when Nazi Germany dictated an extremist ideology to its eastern neighbors. There are fears the calls are fueling nationalist sentiments and giving rise to right-wing political movements. Videos like this one on YouTube promote a sense of Central European identity and pride. Analyst Dariusz Kalan spoke to VOA via Skype.
This is not only Orban who is speaking about building fences in Europe. These voices are significant and visible, not only in Hungary, also in Balkans, also in Austria. Not to mention radicals in Germany or France.
V4 leaders are walking a delicate line. Their summit declaration in Prague this week was conciliatory. They pledged not to block any EU solution to the crisis and to work against emerging new dividing lines in Europe.
Let me stress very clearly that the declaration adopted today includes a clear call of support from the V4 for a European solution to the crisis.
But the chaos continues, as seen in recent clashes like this one at Greece's border with Macedonia, and Central and Eastern European nations are not changing their position on accepting migrant quotas. Their challenge now is to preserve their membership in Europe with all its economic benefits, while answering to a constituency frustrated with Europe's response to the migrant crisis. Ramirez, VOA News, London.